I'm Stephen Peace. Welcome back to The Dip. Today's episode, we are going to have a look at one of the greatest untold bromance stories of all time. It is a story of power, of greed, of corruption, and it is one of the most entertaining videos ever to be put on YouTube. It has 1.1 million views. It is Patrick Gavaye, I believe I pronounced that right, and he has made this video called The Alliance That Changed America, Donald Trump and Dana White. But actually, it is the alliance that has changed the world. Let's dip into it.
4 months before Trump won the election, Dana White introduced him at the Republican National Convention.
Everybody told me not to do it.
I just want to make something very clear. Nobody in the Trump campaign has ever told me what to say. Nobody tells me what to say, and I'm nobody's puppet.
In 2016, at the same convention, Dana White said the same thing.
Just for the record, Donald has nothing to do with my business. We're not in business together. His interest in me and my business are personal.
But Dana did end up playing a crucial role in getting Trump reelected.
And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job.
Real quick, I want to thank the Nell boys.
Dana White set it all up.
Is he incredible, buddy?
He's the best.
Aiden Ross.
Shout out to Dana. I know you're watching.
Oh, Dana.
Yeah, he's the
There's
greatest.
nobody like him.
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, I want to thank Dana, too, for helping get us set up together.
Bustle with the boys.
We would not be here today without Dana White.
The mighty and powerful Joe Rogan.
A man named Dana White, who you love, who I love. I assume you love him.
Love that too. He's probably the reason why you're here.
I don't know, maybe.
But there's a lot under the surface. Battles against corruption dating more than 20 years, questionable bankruptcies, and a network of powerful influences that would lead them to save each other, but also to fight against one another.
So what's at stake here? A fight for our country.
This is the story of a complex friendship that changed the fate of the free world.
Those early years for UFC were very tough. They were close to closing it down a few times.
Promoters are calling it a sport, but critics claim it amounts to nothing more than a human cockfight.
It's a brutal sport, no doubt, but is the move by some, including Arizona Senator John McCain, to ban ultimate fighting, taking it too far?
McCain came out and said, you can't put on these unregulated fights.
You can't have a sport where you allow blows to the brainstem in order to paralyze your opponent. I mean, I've seen people repeatedly getting smashed in the face with a guy sitting on top of him. That's not a sport. I personally don't like a lot of the content of programs that are being put into American homes today.
He wrote letters to all 50 governors
Asking them to ban it.
and it became banned in virtually every single state.
Due to some distant political maneuvering, putting pressure on cable companies, they're going to cancel the coverage.
It wasn't even allowed on pay-per-view. Was on pay-per-view, but the UFC was not.
The UFC tries to pivot towards events.
These arenas didn't want to sit there. They're like, whoa, we don't want this stuff in our arena.
I'm interested in running them out of New York. They have no place in this state.
The governor and I both plan to back legislation in the coming session which will proceed to the problem of a total ban.
It's clear that I don't think anyone would want this in their city.
So we had a hard time finding venues.
Lesson number 1.
Trust me when I say this. I've been in business for a long time. You can't mess with the government.
If you think about the last person on earth you want to butt heads with, it's the government.
Tell the government you're not going to do what they want you to do. See what happens. See how long you're in business and how much fun you're having. Financially, we were bleeding badly. Trump literally called us. Come to my place, do the event here. We'll have you at the Trump Taj Mahal, blah, 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 blah.
He has negotiated with the Soviets to construct a luxury hotel in Moscow. He owns the most sumptuous yacht in the world. In New York, building after building bears his name. He gets more publicity these days than almost any movie star. And some people think he should be president. Who?
Our host, Mr. Donald J. Trump.
He was a part of all the big fights back then.
And I've held a lot of fights. I held a lot of Mike Tyson fights. I had more Tyson fights than anybody else.
What a banging soundtrack.
The fight of this magnitude could only be brought together by guys like Donald Trump, who has the daring, the flair, the look, and the cash to make it happen.
But here's the twist. When he reached out to Dana in 2001, Donald was himself in serious financial trouble. His casinos in Atlantic City were dealing with huge debts and decreasing traffic. He had 3 casinos in Atlantic City: Trump Plaza, Trump Castle, and the Trump Taj Mahal, essentially all competing with each other. He had to find a way to bring people inside his casinos.
I've held a lot of fights for my own reasons. It brings people, it brings success, it brings money.
Mr. Trump, this is the second WrestleMania you have hosted in a row.
The numbers of people, we're really honored to be here and honored that you folks joined us. It's a great honor.
So while the UFC was looking for venues, Trump was looking for fights.
We have this 5,200 seat arena that we're constantly trying to figure out what to put in here and fill it.
He offered us to come do the event at the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City.
Welcome to UFC 30. We are truly excited to be here tonight at a wonderful venue worthy of hosting this great event.
Dana, congratulations on your first show. That's got to feel good.
Thank you very much, James. I appreciate it. We're very excited. We got a sellout crowd here, 5,000 people.
I actually went to the first fight ever, and I said, wow, this is unbelievable.
Showed up to the first fight, stayed till the last fight. Both times we went there.
I knew you were a fan because the very next event, UFC 32, was at the Meadowlands. And you showed up as just a fan.
Not only did he show up at the event at the Meadowlands, he was one of the first guys there, sitting in his seat to watch the prelims.
I went and I said, this is the roughest sport I've ever seen, but I began to like it.
While everyone was trying to distance themselves from the UFC, Donald saw it as an opportunity.
This is a new sport that has some controversy, which, to be honest, we like that. You know, Donald always says, good press, bad press, press is press.
But from a business point of view, the benefits of being written about have far outweighed the drawbacks. It's really quite simple. Controversy sells.
Donald Trump owes a large, if not the largest measure of his success to his ability to run circles around these dopes who are reporters who ought to know better.
He plays the media like a Stradivarius.
To be successful in business, you have to put up a good front.
Believe me, this will serve you well on many levels. The word persona has an interesting root. It comes from the Latin word meaning mask. Each of us has a persona. We need it for survival. It's the face we put on for public use, and it can be intentional or unconscious.
Life is not all sincerity. Life is an act to a large extent.
How do you think the public perceives you?
I think that the people and I have a pretty good understanding and a pretty good relationship. I find this business to be show business, frankly. You know, in terms of what we've done, I'd like to make it a little bit show busy.
So we're getting into a part of the story that gets a bit tricky. There's a shift in the media coverage of Trump that starts to happen.
You are seen at all the right parties. You are on the covers of all the magazines. Do you cultivate a high profile?
No, I don't. For some reason. I mean, people call and they want to do something. If Newsweek calls and they say, Donald, we want to do a cover story, I guess you sort of have to go along with it.
Donald attempts to shape a specific image of himself that the media challenges.
Maybe if you can try and answer this question without giving me the normal spiel. Huh?
What is the normal spiel? I don't know.
Well, the normal spiel is that you became very public very clearly by your own design.
I don't know if it was by my own design.
It becomes less about reporting the facts and more about pushing a certain narrative.
Do you know why you do it?
Why?
You love the publicity.
You love the limelight, and that you seek in the public and the public's adulation something.
Oh, I hate the publicity.
Oh, come on, get out of here.
I'm telling you, I hate the publicity.
Oh, please.
And that was effective on both sides.
I sort of love and hate him at the same time.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Arrogant?
Yeah, he's arrogant.
I like it. You do? Man's got it made. Got everything.
No, you're on all these covers of Playboy, Fame.
I mean, look at this picture here. I mean, you like this.
Isn't he handsome?
You know, you like this, don't you?
In 2003, we were just trying to be recognized by the sports writers or Sports Center with ESPN or any type of traction we could get with the media. At the same time, we're trying to get regulated in all these different states throughout the country.
There was so much work against them from the government and from everybody else that it didn't really catch on.
Now, believe it or not, one major problem that Dana was dealing with originated from his business partners, the Fertitta brothers.
And when everybody wants to know who the boss is, who runs the UFC, who does this or that, this is the big boss right here.
This is the big boss. This is the one that me and Lorenzo answer to right here. Big brother.
That family is a great family that helped Dana out, okay? We don't have to mention names, but that family is fantastic. Incredible people, smart people too.
The Fertitta family was also in the casino business, but in Las Vegas.
My family had been in the business since around 1976 when my father started what is now known as the Las Vegas Locals Market, which is a major gaming market here in Nevada. And we lived this as a family business.
Dana and Lorenzo went to high school together. They were good buddies. I became friends with Dana through Lorenzo.
The Fertittas had powerful enemies who would make sure the UFC would never step foot in New York.
Everybody knows the story. For those of you that don't, the Las Vegas Culinary Union is what kept us out of here, and Shelley Silver. Because of all the, dirty politics that went on.
From what I understand, there's some beef between your family and a union, and that union just happens to contribute a lot of money to one of mixed martial arts' major opponents in the government of the state of New York.
Unfortunately, in American politics, things aren't always what they seem.
My partners, the Fertitta brothers, they're non-union.
Culinary Union 226 has been pushing unsuccessfully for station casinos to unionize.
They feel like they found a point of leverage in New York because they obviously believe they have the political power to hold up the bill in New York. And to this point, I guess so far they have.
Shelley Silver was a very, very strong and long-term speaker, the leader of the New York State Assembly. He played that conference like a virtuoso.
He was the guy who decided what happened or what didn't happen in the state of New York.
The most powerful politician in this state is keeping us out of New York.
We will take it up in conference. I personally think it's barbaric.
But I can't tell you how many meetings I had or how many people I'd go and talk to, and you'd bring up UFC and you just get this visceral reaction like, oh my God, you're involved in that.
I had to fly to places and literally had to wait outside people's offices for them to come out and grab them because they wouldn't meet with me.
It just got to the point where the losses just kept coming.
We were bleeding money. We were bleeding money.
I could see that my brother was getting a little bit of angst.
It's like going to a craps table saying, am I going to just go there and play all night and not have a budget on what I'm going to lose?
An investment that we thought was $2 million has all of a sudden turned into $30-40 million, and there's no end in sight. This could easily turn into $100 million.
And wake up tomorrow and say, how the hell did I lose this much money?
And I can tell you the night, it was late, and Lorenzo called me one night, and he's like, Dana, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep, blowing my family's money. And
this is getting ridiculous. You got to figure out what we do. Go call a few people, see what we can come up for the company.
You're going to sell it.
We're going to sell it.
So I get on the phone and I start making some phone calls. I call him back and I'm like, 6, 7, 8 million. It's probably what I can get.
I said, well, you know what? Before you call Dan back, I want to go home. I want to think about this. I want to sleep on it. And I don't want to make a quick, rash decision on anything.
Man, I'm like, I believe in this thing, but we're not going to make it.
All right, if you're like me, you want to know too. Is Donald Trump broke?
Donald Trump's hotels and casino resorts are in deep debt to the tune of nearly $2 billion.
It's not exactly the kind of 11 Donald Trump wants to roll in Atlantic City. His Trump hotels and casino empire have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection.
You going to fight it to the bitter end?
I always fight to the bitter end, don't I?
When somebody's in that kind of trouble, obviously people are in debt out there. What's the first step to all of a sudden on your way back?
Never stop. Never give up. And enjoy what you're doing. Of course, it's hard to enjoy what you're doing when you owe hundreds of millions of dollars, but you have to enjoy it anyway. You have to love what you're doing, but never, ever give up. Just keep chugging.
Wow, what an opener. I absolutely love this. There's so many lessons. What Patrick Gouveia has done is he has read Trump's book, and he is literally taking and chaptering this video with the lessons that Trump has highlighted in his book. It's incredible. And it's got a banging soundtrack as well. I'm going to leave it there for part 1. Join me again when we have a look at this breaking story in part 2.